集め永久に終わらせカスケードブリーチブレイブソウルズ。
Alright, what is going on, you guys? This is your boy the Death Smasher, and welcome back to yet another Bleach Brave Souls video. And today we are going to be predicting the resurrections of the remaining OG 14 characters that we have of the 1000-Year Blood War anime, or manga in this case, but you guys get the point, because believe it or not, we actually got some data mines from Hiken that the models for Kenny, Retsu, and Yachiru were added for the resurrection. However, we do not have the stats and skills yet, so we're pretty much also going to be speculating on what they'll get. So shout outs to him, because without the actual info that we get from him, it's like we never get the data mines out there. Same thing goes for Rudack, so like they both really damn good for when it comes to getting out info earlier when we get the actual info into the game. So yeah, that being said, do keep into consideration that unfortunately, even if these characters are 1000-Year Blood War characters, they just don't get the really broken treatment, because we've seen it here with these four characters. Like Shunsui, he got follow-up, which was pretty much wasted skill. However, he did get most of the problems that he had fixed, where he was lacking recharge and got it, and also got extra damage. In this case, full stamina damage boost, which works out pretty damn nicely, but follow-up could have easily been replaced with the likes of Berserker, or even weakened defense for that matter of fact. So it is disappointing. Toshiro, I think they did his resurrection right, but damage to frozen enemies plus 20% is really RNG heavy, that you're not going to get most of the damage out there because you need to inflict freeze, which in my opinion is actually pretty bad. He could have easily gotten Berserker 20% to pretty much overall get his strong attack damage up at 36%. So there's that. And then we don't talk about Byakuya. He needed Frenzy, he did not get it. And Sajin, he needed Guard Break, he did not get it, and for whatever reason picked up weakened defense. So don't expect anything broken with the current 1000-Year Blood War resurrections that we're going to be getting, because for now they're basically keeping the skills capped at 8, and they're just not going to be doing anything too crazy. So with that being said and done, let's begin. However, I'm only going to be predicting the possible 1000-Year Blood War resurrections that we're getting. So like, it's gonna be the first 14 characters. Now that we have Toshiro, Sajin, Shunsui, and Byakuya out of the way, those are basically 4 done, and we have 10 more left to go. Who knows if they'll actually, you know, go beyond round 4 and also start resurrecting round 5, but I feel like it's gonna be until much later, since we still have a good amount of premiums that have yet to get their resurrection. So that is yet to be seen, but I figure let's just start talking about round 2 to round 4. So Retsu, now this character was a PvP queen. She pretty much dominated the whole PvP meta for like a good year and a half until Kanfero no Noitora came out, and not to mention completely revolutionized the game in terms of how easy this character made every single content. Like, she was actually able to auto the likes of Inheritance Zone. Keep in mind, we did not have Transcendence back then, nor did we have bonus abilities. So like, basically you just had to get the accessories, get the actual characters to 10 to 10, and that was basically it. The game was very different back then to where we have it now. And sadly, I just feel like she's not gonna get the best treatment, just because of the fact that she's a Nat character. Like, for starters, she already has Flurry +1, Long Reach of 20, Medic, Poise, Sprinter, and also has a Berserker of 30%. So she basically has 6 skills and can basically pick up 2 more skills. I'm not predicting Guard Break at all. However, I do see the possibility that she can pick up a Bruiser of 30%, and on her secondary soul trait, it can either be full stamina damage boost, which to be honest doesn't really make too much sense because it's a DR link. You're going to be mainly using that for PvP, or normal tag damage. If she picks up normal tag damage of plus 16% and also picks up Bruiser of 30%, just means that this character is actually going to be pretty usable in Captain GQ. really damn good if you do not have the likes of, per se, Beyond Bankai Kenpachi or even Yuha Baha, even though it is preferable that you have Yuha just because of the fact that he has the booster skill. But yeah, and then the 8th skill, it can basically be anything, even weak in defense if they really want to cuck her, but I'm believing it's going to be more so follow-up. And follow-up in this case, it's going to be really good because once you down the enemies with your strong attacks, it just means that you'll be able to basically kill them with the normal attacks. In this case, follow-up is a really damn good upgrade to Retsu since you're just mainly going to be using the strong attacks to guard break to begin with. So yeah, sadly, I'm not expecting her to get guard break or anything of that kind of sort. Maybe once we get more of the bonus abilities, maybe we can give the units guard break, which I have to be 100% honest. I think we should already get to the point that we can assign the units guard break already, because like we have Marauder, guard break plus hit hidden enemies. We have guard break plus pierce iron skin. It's pretty much become a standard skill that just about every new unit gets. So like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see this character getting guard break. She can become a pretty good link and overall just is going to be usable in guild quests. So there's that. And for those of you guys wondering what the kit is, you don't really need to know because she has a lunge, heal, and then the third is full screen. Okay, that is all. Now, Bankai Kenpachi. This guy lacks the most amount of skills, and I do feel like he's going to get the best resurrection out of the 3 characters from round 2, because all he realistically needs to be usable is Sprinter and strong attack recharge on the actual soul trait. If he picks that, we're solid. We can actually use this character, and there's a good chance that he can also pick up Havoc, and he can also pick up either full stamina damage boost or Berserker of 20%. And if he gets that, it just means that he's going to be able to do 40% more damage. And with the fact that he also comes armed with the Bankai button, it's just going to be really good because this character is going to be hitting really hard, just about as hard as the Fierce Battle characters. And I'm talking about, like, you know, the same power levels of Fierce Battle Ichigo. If you guys have him and have played with him, you guys know exactly what I mean. And kit-wise, he actually has double lunges on the first and the second strong attack. So yeah, he's basically a lunging character and has a full screen third strong attack. So yeah, the way of how this resurrection can pretty much go either way. But that being said, there is a good possibility that on his soul trait, instead of picking recharge, he could potentially pick up full stamina damage boost of 16%. The reason why I even say this to begin with is because for mine, we still do not have a character that has either strong attack damage or full stamina damage boost that is not including a Senkaisen. So the odds of that happening are pretty good. Now, personally for me, because I really do like Bankai Kenpachi, I don't want that to happen because I personally value more having recharge over damage, but as a link for guild quests, it's just going to be really, really damn good because, let's be honest here, like, hold on, let's filter the actual mind characters that have strong attack damage. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, characters after Kenpachi that can pretty much get resurrected, basically, it's going to be Cacao Society Soifun, but I don't see her getting full stamina damage boost. Neither do I see the exact same thing for the Cacao Society version of White Ichigo. And the only other character that can pretty much get that is more than likely going to be Swimsuit Kokaku, and that's even if they decide to resurrect her, considering one of the 2 characters from that swimsuit banner are both Chronicle Quest characters. And KLab, for whatever reason, they've been skipping characters that are Chronicle Quest bonus characters, which I don't understand why. It's like as if KLab doesn't want you to even get the actual character or even buy the character packs, which to me is just stupid. Like, you should just resurrect the character and be done with it. So like, I don't know. The odds of Kenpachi getting that can be pretty good. It's either going to be that or a really crappy soul trait. That is all I'm going to be predicting, and there's also a good chance that, for whatever reason, K-Op can still cuck him and give him, like, I don't know, follow-up Berserker and Havoc and just leave out Sprinter, or just, like, you know, give him follow-up Berserker and Sprinter and leave out Havoc. So, I don't know. Either way it can go for this character. Let's just hope that they at least make this character usable, because right now, as he is, if you want to use him, you need to basically T15 him and give him Sprinter, which means that you're going to be missing out on most of the damage that you can do, and let's just hope it's something that we don't need to do once he gets his resurrection. This dude desperately needs Sprinter, because he ain't dodging for jack. And lastly, out of the round 2 characters is going to be the 1000-Year Blood War version of Yachiru, and I sadly don't see her getting Frenzy. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, because she desperately needs it in order to be usable. And she basically has some spots for 2 more skills, so she can easily pick up Frenzy. And then the 8th skill could basically just be anything. She already has Weakened Defense, she has Bombardment, she has Berserker, Long Reach, Bruiser. She really only needs Frenzy, and then the extra skill can pretty much be anything, or they can just leave out the extra skill and keep her capped at 7 skills, and I don't know. Anything can go. However, I do see that even if they do the resurrection wrong in terms of being a playable character, they can actually make her into a godly Link, unless they decide to cuck her and give her, like, I don't know, fire reduction, confusion reduction, I don't freaking know. Because believe it or not, we do not have a strong attack reaches time of minus 14% that has either full stamina damage boost or strong attack damage. So even if she doesn't get Frenzy, there's a good possibility that she can pretty much be a really amazing Link. That is actually going to be worth getting this character to level 10 SP for that matter of fact. And even looking at the actual arena stuff, she even has strong attack damage of 30% and all stats 40, so she can get Frenzy, but it really depends on what Caleb will do. And if she doesn't get Frenzy, blame it out on Caleb, and what can I say? Caleb just loves to cuck resurrections. That is the sad thing. Like, they just don't want to make them broken, and they're just going to remake these characters in the future, so that's pretty much the reason why. So it's sad, but it's the goddamn truth. And the kit is actually not too bad, because she has like a lunge on the SA1, and then the SA2 is like a lunge into a split kind of SA. It's weird. I think it becomes a lunge first, and then it's like the 3-way split SA, like 1000-Year Blood War Kisuke. It's a weird second strong attack. No other character has ever gotten this strong attack after Yachiru, and then her 3rd strong attack is full screen. So yeah, if she picks up Frenzy, she's going to be a bit more usable. She does have a Spotted Killer, but nowadays we have better Spotted Killers to use for Guild Quest, and at the very least, she'll be usable in IZ, Droplet Zone, but I don't see her being good in IT just because lack of status moments, and you're never going to really use that killer. So there's that. And honestly, if she doesn't get Frenzy, I think I'm probably going to expect like something along the lines of Weaken Attack and Devastation. That's what I'm predicting if she doesn't get that. And now it's time to move on to round 3 of the 1000-Year Blood War characters, Ichigo, Renji, and Rukia. And I have to be honest, in terms of being saved, I feel like there's not going to be much that can pretty much be done with these 3 characters, other than pretty much making them good links, and yeah, but let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, 1000-Year Blood War Ichigo, this guy already has 5 skills, so he can potentially pick up 3 brand new skills. And he has Weakened Defense, he has Flurry, Sprinter +1, Berserker 40, and Devastation 40%, and also has a normal attack damage link of 20%. Let's be honest here, he's not going to get Guard Break, which is pretty much sad to say the least. So the thing that I'm going to really expect the most out of the skills, he's going to pick up Bruiser of 30%, and he's going to pick up Follow Up, and then the 8th skill could pretty much be just about anything. I'll be surprised if it's Guard Break, but the way of how Caleb has been handling these resurrections, the chances of it happening are just really slim, and it's just sad because this character, believe it or not, he was one of my favorite OG 1000-Year Blood War characters until Tokinata came out, completely changed NAD characters to the point that you want to have Guard Break on just about every single one of them. Just because this character, he's really annoying for a lot of reasons in terms of honoring, because this guy can push back so damn far with his SA1. It's a 40% shave SA. Rolling Vortex on the SA2, and the 3rd strong attack is full screen. Like, he only has 3 hits on his Nat String, and the only thing that is really going to save him is Guard Break, and even then, he's just not getting that. But now, let's just talk about the Soul Trait. They could do something different, and I can potentially see him getting Recharge, because of the fact of the matter that we do not have another normal tag damage of 20% or even 25% to even have recharge for tech other than basically Frenzy Renji, and I think it would be a really good link to have for the likes of the 1000-year blow or Tech Aizen that we have in the game, since he also has the gauge mechanic, and once you basically fill up the gauge, you'll be able to get your strong attacks back a bit more easily and be able to use the SA2 a bit more often. So having that along the lines, I think would actually be pretty good for some of the NAD characters like Aizen, and even, I don't know, if you guys still use Uetsu per se, having normal tag damage with recharge is gonna pretty much make a really damn good hybrid NAD recharge build. So I think I personally would not mind getting that, and if he's not gonna get that, maybe something along the lines of freaking paralysis resistance, maybe freeze resistance. I don't freaking know. They can just do anything. They can still cut the actual soul trait. Although so far I have not seen them do that with 1000-year blower characters, so let's hope that's not the case. And sadly, this Ichigo is not going to be saved. Renji, now this character is basically an easy debate because he has 6 skills. I think he's probably going to get the same treatment as the likes of the 1000-year blower Shinsui, where he's basically going to pick up Berserker or full stamina damage boost and possibly pick up a wasted skill like follow up. If not that, then weaken defense. The soul trait can basically be just about anything: strong attack damage, full stamina damage boost. We already have like a lot of good strong attack damage and full stamina damage boost links with 12% SAR links, but we don't have that for 14% links, and I feel like the soul trait can be practically anything. So either way, this character, if he does get a good resurrection, he'll be somewhat decent to use. Nothing too crazy, unlike most of the power or Ronker killers that we have in the game. And his kit is actually pretty decent. He has a lunge. The SA2 is a small little AoE in front, 720, and then he has a really damn good full screen charge SA3. So like, in terms of kit, he can actually be really fun if you have him max transcended. If he does get the right multipliers, he can be just as good as the likes of 1000-year blower Shinsui. So yeah, I think this character could be good. We'll just have to wait and see. Now Rukia, she's the character that I have the least amount of expectations for her because of the fact that she has 7 skills. So she's definitely more than likely gonna get the least impressive upgrade despite being already usable. Now, she only needs recharge, and that's it because she already has strong attack damage of 20%, so at the very least she can do a bit of damage, but she needs a bit more range, and she also needs recharge. That's basically it. So what they can do is basically give her Havoc and call her a day. And if she doesn't get Havoc, then it's possibly going to be either strong attack damage or a full stamina damage boost, or if they really want to do it again, damage to frozen enemies. I don't know, man. I'm not really expecting anything too crazy. I think this character really needs Havoc a bit more, and sadly, I just think that they should take away a skill in order to just, you know, give her a bit more Berserker, because she needs both the damage multipliers and she needs Havoc and she also needs recharge, because let's be honest here. Okay, sure, this would technically be the third strong attack damage 20% with 10% SAR link that we have in the game. First being a Kokuto, oh wait, no, not Kokuto, Movie Toshiro, second Shinsui, and then this character would be the third one, but honestly speaking, it can happen. If not that, then they'll just basically cuck her and give her, I don't know, freaking status element resistance. But hold on, there's a good chance that she can be, I don't know, the third character to get strong attack damage of 20% with full stamina damage boost, so I don't know. That'd be a bit more hopium up in here, but I don't see that happening, so I don't know. And even then, this character, the kit is okay. She has a lunge on the SA1. SA2 is like a kind of vortex. It's a really bad strong attack because it leaves you stuck in place and literally makes you vulnerable to the point that you can get attacked. So yeah, it's a very bad second strong attack, and then the third strong attack is full screen. So yeah, it can go either way for Rukia. I'm not expecting anything much out of her. And then the last 4 1000-year blower characters to get resurrected are basically the characters from the final battle. In this case, Ichigo versus Yuha, and then Yoruichi and Kisuke, who were pretty much fighting Askin. So, yeah, sadly, I can pretty much say the exact same thing about Ichigo of what I said about Rukia. I'm not expecting anything to happen that can be changed. If anything, he's probably more than likely only going to pick up Havoc on the actual 8th skill, and he's possibly going to pick up full stamina damage boost or strong attack damage. This is an Ichigo, so I don't think they're going to do him dirty like the other Ichigos that have been resurrected, because like, let's look at movie 1 Ichigo, even full brain Ichigo, like pretty much almost all the Ichigos that have been resurrected have already been pretty good, but at the same time, they could also just only give him, I don't know, they could still cuck the resurrection, if you guys know what I mean. They can still give him anything, like, considering he's already immune to paralysis and weaken, I will not be surprised if he picks up freeze resistance, but I doubt it because it's an Ichigo, and yeah, he's not gonna get the best upgrade, but all you guys really need to know is that he has a lunge on the SA1, SA2 is the outdated AoE all around him, 525 radius, and then the 3rd strong attack is full screen. So yeah, I'm not seeing much hope for this character either. Yuhabaha. This character doesn't have Frenzy. They can pretty much still cuck him, and let's just take a look at the actual arena stuff. Okay, he has strong attack damage of 30%, so there's a bit of hope that this guy can get Frenzy, because, you know, let's just pull up Byakuya real quick, right? So keep in mind, Byakuya is just like Yuha, where they basically made him into a hybrid-esque kind of character, even though the stats are really different. Actually, hold on, let me just get Byakuya's tab real quick. Like, so the base actual form, like, as you guys see, hybrid-esque stats between attack and SP, same thing after you resurrect him. And Yuha, he doesn't have hybrid-esque stats and has more SP. However, he only has like a bruiser of 30% and a berserker of 50%, whereas Byakuya has a bruiser of 40%. Okay, no, bruiser 30 and a berserker of 40. So at the end of the day, these are still hybrid skills at the end of the day. But with this character, because of the arena stuff, he may pick up Frenzy just like Yachiru, or still shaft him. Honestly, with Yuha, it's a bit too soon to say, because if Yachiru gets Frenzy, then we're in the clear, and this guy can also get it. But if not, then pretty much this character is going to be doomed forever. And let's say he does pick up Frenzy. He will basically have... Hold on, how many skills does he have? He has 6, so basically leaving us with 1 more. And if they want to go for the playable character route, they can give him Havoc and Frenzy. And on the Soul trait, they can give him Strong Attack Recharge. Or if they want to make him just a straight up Link, damage reduction and normal attack damage, or damage reduction and basically anything else. But to be honest, I think that we already have enough damage reduction links that have normal attack damage. So if this character gets damage reduction and also picks up recharge, it's basically going to be like a new link that we have in the game, since there aren't that many that we have in the game as of today. So again, it's only to make him playable, and even then, even if he does pick up that stuff, he's not really going to be the best character, just because his kit is actually pretty much dog water. I mean, his SA1 is range collision, SA2 is also range collision, and then the SA3 is 900 radius full screen. So actually not even full screen, it's just 900 radius, so not even full screen. And his SA2 is like the only actual kind of attack that we have in the games. It's really wonky. And then the SA1, thing is, he needs Frenzy to even make the SA1 better, because it's like 120%, and it's like a little shot that just basically goes across the battlefield. That seems like a beam, but really isn't. So pretty curious to see how it'll play out once he gets Frenzy, if he gets that. And yeah, I don't know, man. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not keeping my hopes up for the OG Mind Yuha, but anything can happen. And I can definitely say that they'll at least keep the Berserker and the Bombardment. I mean, honestly, they can do that, really, realistically speaking. And finally, we're going to be ending it off with Yoruichi and Kisuke. And, yeah. Hold on, how many skills does Kisuke have? He has, like, okay, no, 6, and Yoruichi also 6. So, basically, I'm just going to talk for both of the characters, since they're both SP-based units. What I'm expecting is that they'll both get their respective strong attack damage or recharge in this case, and potentially pick up Havoc, because I feel like this is definitely going to happen. Although for Yoruichi in this kind of scenario, I only see her picking up recharge and potentially Havoc with damage to frozen enemies in this case. Actually, what am I saying? Not damage to frozen enemies. Damage to paralyzed enemies of 20%, as it can actually happen with this character. And Kisuke, it can happen the same treatment as Shinsui, where he basically picks up full stamina damage boost and, I don't know, freaking follow-up. I don't know, man. Either way, Yoruichi is kind of the one character I'm a bit more hopeful from this actual batch, just because I also have her max transcended, but because she's still a pretty good character to use even to this day. It's just that she needs recharge to even be good, because she's got like double lunges like Kenpachi and has a full screen third, and also has the transformation mechanic like Kenpachi, but has paralysis and also surrounds herself in a vortex for like a couple seconds. I wouldn't say 5 seconds, I don't remember. But yeah, anything can actually happen. And Kisuke, I don't care what they do with Kisuke, because his kit is actually pretty whack and donkey doo-doo, to the point that even if he gets resurrected, I'm just gonna max him out for orbs and that's it. I'm not even gonna max transcend this character just because I have him 5/5, and yeah, because he has like the freaking 3-way split range collision SA1, SA2, 575 around him, and then the third strong attack is full screen. Now, if you're a Kisuke fan like Tuki Bankai, you'll at least have some fun playing as this Kisuke, but I don't think he's good for my liking, so yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have too much hope for these resurrections. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have actually enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most recent videos. And more videos are going to be on the way soon. Let's see what they'll do now, because I already did predict 1000 Year Blow round 2, but considering that their resurrections are going to be dropping before mid-month gets revealed, I could definitely be hella wrong with how I predicted the characters. We'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, I hope to see you guys all in the next one. So take care, lads. Peace out.